everybody, how are we today? Look at Funny Bunny's ears. They are pointing forward, which must mean he is looking at you. Now it's the start of our holidays for some, and it's the middle of the holidays for others. And today is the last day in our Shapes craft book. Can you believe that? Where on earth did the time go? Now I'm going to turn on my phone and see if anybody's watching. If you are watching, please say hello. We would love to hear from you. We know that lots of you have been taking part in our craft activities, and that has been fantastic. If you have had a craft pack and you've got this handbook, on the back page, there is a thing called Craft Pack Bingo, and it gives you the opportunity to give feedback on what we've been doing, and it would be fantastic to hear from you. What have you enjoyed? What didn't you like? Which craft was your favourite? Could we put anything in the craft packs that's different? We would love to hear from you. But today is really exciting because it's the last shape, and it is the oval shape. Do you remember last week we made the frogs? Well, I saw people making frogs who've never made a frog before, and that was fantastic. Well, today we are going to be making two things out of ovals. We're going to be making an egg and a chicken. But the question is, which one do we do first? That is my question to you. And whilst you're thinking, you might want to pop something in the comments which one you think we should do first. But I want to tell you a little story about something that happened last night. Good morning, Yvonne. So good to see you. I'm so glad you're on holiday. You must be so relieved. I don't know about you in COVID, what's been happening in your community or your street or your block. But in my street, we've always had a WhatsApp group, but last year, lots of people joined it. And it's been a fantastic way of being connected in our community. And that's what Daniel's Den is all about, is finding ways to connect people down your street into community. And last night, I got a message. Well, actually, it was on WhatsApp, but it's from somebody from our WhatsApp group. Joe, do you eat eggs? I said, yes, I eat eggs, particularly chocolate Easter eggs, but I also eat eggs. And we know at Daniel's Den that many of you don't eat eggs, and that's fantastic. I know many of you who are from the Hindu religion, that eating eggs is something that you don't do. And if you're vegan, lots of things. Anyhow, my neighbours had got a online delivery from a local supermarket, and somehow there a box of eggs had ended up in their delivery, and they don't eat eggs. And they said, Joe, instead of it going to waste, we would like to give it to you. Would you like it? And I said yes. And here they are. Here is the box of eggs. My gosh, I've never seen eggs like it before. Look. In fact, somebody last year gave me some blue eggs, but these are lovely white eggs. And I'm going to use these eggs to bake some cakes. And I really believe that we are often blessed to be a blessing. And I'm going to use these eggs to bless somebody with some cakes. I've got friends coming around into my garden tomorrow and on Monday. And let's see where else these eggs go. But perhaps there's something that you might like to give to your neighbours, or there may be something you're going to receive. Whatever it is, think, how can I use this to be a blessing to others? And that is so much the ethos of Daniel's Den, is how can we share the love with other people? And our craft packs is just one of many, many ways in which we do that. And we love connecting with you through this. I know that our team of volunteers and staff this week have been handing them out, the new ones that start next Saturday. And it's just a great opportunity to touch base with you in many respects. No one has said whether or not I should do the egg or the chicken first. So I'm just going to crack on, and I'm going, oh, did you notice that? Crack on. My gosh, I am no comic at all, but yeah, very, that's an excellent suggestion, Joe. So Funny Bunny's going to sit and watch, and we're going to see what we're going to make out of our ovals today. But let's look for the ovals that we have in our pack. So first of all, just to check out our eggs, look, can you see how they're an oval shape? I wonder how many ovals you have in your house. It's quite an unusual shape, isn't it? Oh, Yvonne's saying the egg. Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, well done, ladies. I had decided. So look, we've got one big oval, one medium-sized oval, and two little ovals. My gosh, there's almost like a little chicken there, isn't there? But that's not what we're going to make. But these, oh, and look what else I've got. Those are the only eyes that I've got left. And look at that. They are oval shapes, although one's a little bit red. I wonder if our little chick is going to have had a very long night. Anyway, there we go. There's the ovals. I'm going to put the yellow ones to the side, but I'm going to do the egg. Oh, first. Oh my gosh, I'm making a noise here, aren't I? I've got a bit of a shadow going on. So our box of crayons, you know, we bought these crayons a long time ago. I know in our very first pack, somebody commented that the crayons weren't working very well. We do apologise about that. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. My jokes are cracking her up. Fantastic. I wonder how many more egg jokes we can have in the group today. So crayons, it's so good to be able to keep them in a container like this. You may have already put them in a plastic box. Crayons are such a wonderful thing. And in our next craft pack, it's been wonderful how one of our friends, a friend of Yvonne actually, has donated some amazing colouring sheets. So thank you to that friend, whoever you are. And if you've got the colouring sheets, I hope you and your children enjoy them. And don't forget, colouring is not just for children. And don't panic, it does not have to be all clear in the lines. That fun of making patterns. Oh my gosh, look at this, there's a shadow there. Can you see? Oh, I'm having fun today with this screen. So there are my crayons. And what we love to do, this is a thing that we do, we often do it with chalks at Daniel's Den, but we love making patterns. Now, with your children, the older they get, the more definite they'll be able to make these patterns. But there is nothing wrong with just scribbling and making a mark. Children can make marks in lots of ways. And actually, one of the additional activities that we've said for this week is that children can have a go at practicing making patterns like this. Now, they could do this in the bath with bubble bath. They could do it in lots of ways, or they could make dots. The speckled frog last week, a lot of you enjoyed making the speckled frog. But look at this, you can make so many. Kilner Shah donated the colouring sheets. Thank you, Kilner. That is so, so kind of you. And it's been thank you for everybody who donated in our sing-along-a-thon. Those of you who took part, you'll be getting a certificate. I think our collection is now closed for that. We didn't quite make as much money as we had hoped. And Daniel's Den, one of the dads last week was saying, how do you make money in Daniel's Den? Who funds the craft packs? Well, they have been funded by a grant, but that has come to an end. And everything that we do, we have to raise our own funds. So if you want to donate to Daniel's Den, you can go on our website. There is a part where you can click on it and you can donate now. If you'd like to do that, please do. So there is our egg. Do you like the pattern? You can do it in any way. If you wanted, you could cut out shapes and stick them on there. Whatever you want to do to create a pattern. So there's the egg. And here is the chick. Can you see? So those are the wings of the chick. But first of all, we're going to make the face. Here's the one eye, two eyes. Can you see? And then here is our little beak. So, so simple. One of the things that Daniel's done in all our craft packs and all our activities, they are designed that they can be done by very young children. And it doesn't matter if the wing is sticking up there or sticking up there. It's all about their creation. And I was on a call on Friday and it was saying about parents enjoying the craft. And I said, oh my gosh, at Daniel's Den, the parents love the craft often more than the children. And look, there is the chicken. and the egg. And you can have lots and lots of fun with this. One of the things that we've said in the pack is that you could cut the egg. Now you could cut straight across, but I'm cutting across, can you see, as if it's a cracked egg. And because it's Easter weekend and many of us are having Easter eggs, and happy Easter to everybody who is celebrating this weekend. Look, there is the egg, and there are some sort of brass fasteners or something, or you could use something to make it like this and have the chicken popping out of the egg like that. In fact, you could have it like this, couldn't you, and cover it, and then you could say, oh, guess what's inside my egg, and out could pop the chicken. So many games that you could play with this. Oh, Linda, bath crayons are great fun. Do you know, I don't think my children ever had bath crayons. They sound fantastic. And I bet you could draw patterns on your children's bodies. I'm assuming that they're washable. That's fantastic. I love this craft. I think it's really, really good. And simple. Simplicity is the best thing with children and activities. So that's our last craft of this craft pack. There are some songs. Oh my gosh. And it says that you can pretend to be a chick. Flap wings and tweet. That's right. You can put a blanket and make some little wings. It says, look for other animals that come out of an egg. Well, our favourite book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Can you remember when the caterpillar popped out of the eggs? Amazing, isn't it? I just think creation is fantastic, and I just get filled with awe and wonder. And our friend Amanda this week sent us a video of some tadpoles. And if you go into Friant Park or the Welsh Harp or other places, Linda and I were chatting about it on Monday, you often find a pond, and this is the perfect time to go and look and find frog spawn or tadpoles. They will soon have developed into frogs. So if you can this weekend, if you're going for a walk, see if you can find any little eggs. And then there's make patterns with fingers in the bath, in sand, or in flour. Linda, I love that idea of those bath crayons. It sounds fantastic. Brilliant. Well, there's a little poem that we know about two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. Do you know that rhyme? It goes, two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Brilliant. That's a really, really, really good song that I love. And our last song that we're going to sing today out of this craft pack is a brilliant introduction to our next craft pack, and it's about Old MacDonald had a farm, and on that farm he had an egg. What does an egg do? And then we're going to have a chick, and then we're going to have a duck, and then what else is there in an egg? We've got a chicken, a duck, and a peacock. Oh my gosh, in our next craft pack we've got a peacock. Can you believe it? So let's start with the egg. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had an egg, E-I-E-I-O, with a crack, crack here and a crack, crack there, here a crack, there a crack, everywhere a crack, crack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a chicken, E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck, cluck here and a cluck, cluck there. Here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck, cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O, with a quack, quack here and a quack, quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack, quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a peacock, E-I-E-I-O, with a whoosh here and a whoosh there. Here a whoosh, there a whoosh, everywhere a whoosh, whoosh. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I, E-I-O. Yeah! Now, last week we gave out over 80 craft packs. We have got a few left. If you've not got your craft pack yet, send us a message or an email and we will get one to you. There are very few left. And the book that's in our next craft pack is Farm 1, 2, 3. And all our crafts are based on this book, plus a horse and a peacock. Everything's in this wonderful booklet. Thanks again to all our fantastic staff and volunteers who have helped to put these together. It's all about building community. That's what Daniel's Den is all about. Hang on a minute, I can see Linda's made a comment. Chicken manure is very good for your plants. Linda, I would expect nothing less. As many of you know, we're doing our sowing seeds project, and in our new craft pack, we've got 2 opportunities to sow seed. The last one, there was 1. This time there is 2. And Linda, my gosh, the allotment at Chalk Hill is almost ready for you to come and join in with us, planting and digging and sowing. And we are hoping, we've already had the cress seeds that people have been able to eat. We are really wanting to have every child have the opportunity to grow something that they can eat. One please for Mrs. Shah. Kilner Shah, 1 will be on their way for you and your grandchildren or your nephews and nieces. That is fantastic. Don't forget to send in your feedback. Don't forget to show us the pictures of your chicken and the egg, or the chicken coming out of the egg, whatever it is. We want to see them. And Funny Bunny and I just want to say to everybody, Happy Easter to those who are celebrating. I am sure that Funny Bunny and I showed you how to make an Easter garden last year, and I'm going to dig out that video and share it with you again, and maybe that's something you could do during the holidays. So have a wonderful day and hope to see you soon. Bye!